About 36 hours till the Springboks take on the All Blacks at Eden Park, the Fortress. 50 games unbeaten. Today, we've been given some really cool access by the All Blacks. We're going to go to the Springboks Captain's Run as well as the All Blacks Captain's Run, and we have a special guest coming on to discuss the New Zealand lineup. Let's get into it. The first look at Eden Park. This is crazy. I don't even have words. It's bigger than I thought it was, but it is quite compact. So this is the run that the boys will make tomorrow. Down the tunnel, through the purple lights, and straight on to the Fortress of Eden Park. Right, so I brought in a professional, Ella Ferguson. You might have seen her on TikTok, Instagram, All Blacks, Black Ferns, women's rugby. You do it all.
Do it all. Do it all. It's tough, you know, carrying the whole sport on my back. No, I'm kidding.
But I brought a New Zealander, a Kiwi in to break down the All Blacks lineup because I don't think I could do as good a job as you could. First of all, how are you guys feeling?
It changes every 20 minutes. Every 20 minutes. Like 1 second, I'm fine. The next second, the world is ending. So I don't know how to feel. I don't know how I'm going to feel tomorrow, and I certainly don't know how I'm going to feel once that final whistle has blown.
I feel like being around the Kiwis today, it's kind of blown a little bit hot and cold. I feel quite good, I'm not gonna lie. As a Springbok fan, as a South African, I feel quite good, but you guys are like almost stepping on eggshells a little bit. I don't, what's that whole vibe about?
I think that is us though, you know, like we've always been like that. I'm thinking, we were talking to some journalists today, you know, before the World Cup, even the quarterfinal against Ireland, we were very down on ourselves, I think, and you know, it's been a bit of a mixed bag so far for this season and a mixed bag last year, and I think we'd kind of talked about the Springboks and the All Blacks are kind of in a similar place of mixed bags, and so you don't really know who's going to turn up in terms of the team performances, so it's just so much uncertainty, and that makes everyone very nervous and therefore very quiet.
Yeah. True. I think Rassie said in a press conference that the Springboks are coming in with 8 out of 10 wins. New Zealand's coming in with 8 out of 10 wins. So although we've both come off a loss, like you say, the form is pretty much the same. You guys have a 50-game, 30-year unbeaten streak to try and hold here. What's the feeling around that? Because it's been spoken about big time in the media, but it seems like the players, the coaches are kind of playing it down a little bit.
They have to. They have to. Otherwise that pressure is just so big. So you often hear the All Blacks, they go, oh, we don't refer to it as the Fortress. That's not the way we talk about it in camp, and they let the media and the fans kind of do that build up for them, because it absolutely is a fortress. You will have seen when you were walking around, welcome to the Fortress, but I think they just don't or can't afford to put that pressure on themselves. You often hear of teams saying, you know, we want to walk towards that pressure, we don't want to have any fear, but if they talk too much about that record, I think it puts them in a bit of a difficult position mentally, so it's probably a psychological thing.
100%. So let's get into the lineup.
Yeah.
Because we were wondering, we had dinner the other night, kind of trying to dissect who they were going to put out, what the lineup was going to be. Ardie Savea at 7, I think let's start with him. 100 caps, coming up against Siya Kolisi at 8, which is a little bit different to what we normally see. But I mean, what's the sentiment around Ardie, the loose trio? You guys have shuffled around a little bit within the forward pack there.
Yeah, 100%. The loose forward's a bit of a surprise because they have named Simon Parker for his second cap. He is starting at number 6. People thought that maybe Tupou Vai would stay at number 6, and that would be the trio Vai, Savea, Satiti. But however, they pushed Vai into lock. I think that's because of the injury to Patrick Tuipulotu, so we needed the cover on the bench of Fabian Holland. Expect Savea to front up physically as he always does. We know that he can really draw on his emotion to put in an incredible performance, and naturally I'm sure he'll enjoy going up against his good friend Siya Kolisi.
Yeah. And then, I mean, you look at, let's have a look at the Springbok front or pack compared to the New Zealand pack. I mean, I saw an article today where they kind of put together a combined 23, and of course the front row was all South Africans. But then you kind of look at the loosies and the locks, and there's a couple of New Zealand guys in there, so I think it's quite well balanced.
Yeah, I think that's sorry, I'm just so thrown by the whole front row being South Africans. No, I truly am, because I think that's probably the strongest part of the All Blacks team, is that our front row is Ethan de Groot, Cody Taylor, and then Fletcher Newell, and then you have potentially you do have Tyrell Lomax, Tamaiti Williams, and Samasoni Tokiaho on the bench. Those are 2 world-class front rows.
So they were included on the bench.
I see. Okay, I'll take it.
Okay, so it's going to be a war up front. There's been a lot of sort of chatter in the South African media and around the Springboks about the backline and sort of our game plan. We saw ourselves run ourselves off our feet against Australia in that first test. We kind of rectified it in the second test, but sort of coming up against the All Blacks now, where you got Beauden Barrett at 10, Geordie Barrett at 12, you got Will Jordan at 15. I mean, all super, super dangerous. I think what's going to happen is the Springboks are going to end up going back to that sort of Springbok DNA, that conservative game plan where we put the bombs up, where we try and get over the game line, where we're very, very physical. How do you think the All Blacks backline are going to play, and how they're going to counter that Springbok game plan?
Do you know what I think? It's that when this rivalry takes place, when these two nations play each other, they will play their DNA. So like you say, they're going to revert to type. The Springboks are going to play that power game. There'll be elements of the Tony Brown influence, that width and attack, but I think for the most part they're going to focus on that power game. And I think the All Blacks will revert to type of real width, flair in the backs, pace, and I'm excited to see it. I'm excited for this backline hopefully to click. It's been an area that people have been contentious about throughout the season, that it hasn't quite been an All Blacks backline that they're used to seeing, and there's certainly some players with points to prove in that lineup. So I think we're going to see the All Blacks hopefully be the most All Blacks version of the All Blacks.
I'm looking forward to it. Probably the biggest shock on the Springbok team list is the bench split. 5-3 bench split against the All Blacks.
When was the last time they did a 5-3?
Especially against the All Blacks. I mean, it kind of shows where the bomb squad is at the moment and how they haven't really been that effective over the last few weeks. But I mean, to go to a 5-3 bench split against the All Blacks, you're kind of sort of playing into their hands, don't you think?
Well, potentially, and again, like I said, looking at our tight, front row on the bench, Tokiaho, Tamaiti Williams, Tyrell Lomax, I think we might have the number. Just saying. Okay,
I'm gonna push you for a prediction.
Oh no, don't do that. I can't. I literally cannot.
Come on, you got to. What's your prediction?
South Africa by 5.
Bokke by 5.
Oh,
Love that.
Right in the heart.
Ella, what you got? I'm gonna push you for it.
I have to back the All Blacks. I'm manifesting, but I hate putting things on record. I'm really superstitious.
Okay, you don't have to.
No, I will.
Just go All Blacks.
The All Blacks will win. The All Blacks will win.
Okay, and I'll go the Bokke will win.
We're too nervous. Who do you think is going to be the most influential player on this game? Like for the Springboks? Oh,
Handré Pollard. It was almost a foregone conclusion that Handré Pollard starts this test match, because like I said, I think we're going to go back to our DNA, and Pollard is so key to that. But watch out for Sasha coming off the bench, also nothing to lose. Dynamite. And for the All Blacks?
Yeah, I think the player that has to be super influential for us to win is probably Ardie.
Yeah,
it's probably Ardie.
Has to.
Just what he can bring over the gain line, post-contact meters, but then being able to lift this team spiritually, emotionally, on such a momentous occasion for both him and this team, and the rugby world.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got goosebumps.
Well, there you have it from Ella Ferguson. If you haven't, go follow on TikTok, Instagram, no YouTube yet. We're working on it. And let's head over to the All Blacks captain's run. Here we go. All Blacks captain's run. It's a whole lot more busy than the Springboks one.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.